Cincinnati Bell, right here for you.
Best word in sports, Sports Rock, tonight right after News 5.
Now, straight to the point from Cincinnati's most powerful TV station. This is News 5 at 11.
A tragic end to the weekend. Good evening, everyone. I'm Curtis Fuller. Thanks for staying up late with us. Fire crews battle a blaze in Avondale and make a grisly discovery. News 5's Laura Borchers is live for us tonight with our #1 story. Laura?
Yeah, Curtis, this fire did take a life. The call came out just a little bit after 8 o'clock that there was a blaze here in Avondale. As you can see, crews remain on the scene here on Ridgeway Avenue. Smoke and fire rolled from the South Avondale duplex. Inside, 3 men struggled for freedom from the flames. Obie McKee tried a second-floor door.
I had put my combination lock on the door, and it was dark in there, and I couldn't open the combination lock, so I just bust through the door.
Crawling to a window, he heard people yelling to him.
I jumped. And I was like, man, it's too high. You better jump.
He leapt from the burning building, landing safely below, but his neighbor, also trapped in the house, was on a different side of the building, breathing in smoke.
I was hanging out the window.
Andrew Martin was relieved at the sound of the first siren.
The fire department came out to the back, brought me down the ladder.
But Martin says his brother was pinned in the front of the house near the fire source where the blaze was the most aggressive.
Sorry to report that we do have a confirmed fatality at this address.
As McKee learns of the tragic death, he says he was too close to also falling victim.
It was hot and smoke. Ain't never been nothing like that before, but thank God I'm alive.
Absolutely, and right now the fire department is looking into what sparked the blaze. They do say it totals about $100,000 damage. Reporting live, Laura Borchers, News 5.
Laura, before you get away, give us some perspective on how those survivors are doing tonight.
Curtis, both of them are shaken up, of course. Red Cross is helping them out. They do not have a place to stay lined up just yet. Red Cross will help them out tonight and tomorrow, and then they said they're going to look to try to stay with a friend. Both of them told me they lost absolutely everything in this fire.
All right, thanks a lot. That is Laura Borchers reporting for us live in Avondale. Other news now, a possible deadly case of the H1N1 flu is detected up at Miami University, and tonight we are learning more about the victim. The very latest on the H1N1 threat is the #2 story this evening. A Boston television station reporting that a Miami University student has died from H1N1 complications. Miami University will only confirm the student's death, but won't comment on the cause of death. Now, the student has been identified as Matthew Healy. He was a first-year student from Massachusetts. We have new information on the death of a recent Miami graduate, Kimmy Young. She did not die of H1N1 flu. A report in the Toledo Blade this weekend indicates she died from complications of viral pneumonia. Her family said they were told initially Young died from H1N1, but the Blade reports test results from the Ohio Department of Health came up negative on the virus. Young is from Toledo. She would have turned 23 today. As for the H1N1 vaccine, it should be here by October. States can actually start requesting the vaccine by the end of this month. Dr. Steve Englander with Cincinnati's health department thinks in about a month from now, enough vaccine will be here in the tri-state to begin more widespread vaccinations for people who need it most, including pregnant women, infants, and children. If you have any questions about the H1N1 flu, our website has the answers. Everything from how school districts will notify you of the flu to a guide for parents on how to deal with the flu right there in your home. All you have to do is look in our Hot Topics section at the top of WLWT.com. We could be in for some dicey weather over the next few days. Meteorologist Eric Green has tonight's #3 story. Eric.
Curtis, going from one weather threat to another. Last week we were dealing with a lot of flooding and heavy rain. Now it's severe thunderstorms and damaging wind gusts late tonight. Here's the latest on the Power 5 radar network. The Chicago metro area being rocked by some damaging wind gusts and even some tornado warnings. And storms are currently starting to bear down on Indianapolis. But these storms coming in from the north and west don't have access to that Gulf moisture moisture. You probably felt the humidity fall off today. I don't think we're going to see any flooding with this batch of storms, but damaging wind gusts will be possible. That area is kind of shaded in green there is where the severe weather could be rolling through late tonight and on into early Monday morning. As far as watches right now, there are tornado watches across a big chunk of eastern Illinois and some severe thunderstorm watches in effect for northern Indiana, northwestern Ohio. Right now, the News 5 viewing area in the clear, but we don't expect these storms to push through until about 4 a.m. or so, very early tomorrow morning. There are wind advisories that are already expected. This is going to be one of those fronts that kick up the blustery west winds of fall, and we're probably dealing with some 40-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow. Right now, it's Fayette and Union County, so the Connorsville and Liberty, Indiana area right now dealing with a good chance of seeing some 40-mile-an-hour winds through the day tomorrow. Here's a look at our timeline. By 6 a.m., we'll be on the back edge of the rain. It is going to be a windswept, chilly day with mostly cloudy skies tomorrow. Temperatures probably will not climb out of the 60s. I'll be back to talk more about when we expect these strong storms to push through the tri-state late tonight, Curtis. It's coming up in the full forecast in just a few minutes.
All right. Thanks a lot, Eric. Let's talk about that football game. Bengals fans are rejoicing tonight. Pittsburgh Steelers come to town, and it looked like they would head back to Pittsburgh with a win. But in the end, that didn't happen. News 5's George Vogel is live down in our newsroom with all the highlights. George?
Yeah, the Steelers had won the last 8 games they'd played in Cincinnati. This was looking like number 9 until the Bengals' number 9 led 2 fourth-quarter drives. Keith Rivers and the Bengals really owed the Steelers for a lot of reasons. But the Bengals were down 20-9 in the fourth quarter. Here comes Cedric Benson. Carson changed into this play at the line of scrimmage, and it worked, but the Bengals still trailed 20-15. Then, with time running out, Carson brings them down the field again. 18 seconds left. He finds Andre Caldwell. The Bengals beat the Steelers 23-20. How about Caldwell coming through in the clutch?
I'm just trying to build confidence in him and his coaching staff by making plays, and I think I did that today. So hopefully they can keep coming to me in crush situations like that. And it's just big for me and this team.
The significance of this win is priceless. I wasn't here in 01, but just the rivalry between the Bengals and the Steelers and what it does for the city and the Bengals fans is phenomenal.
It's a momentum builder, man. You know, momentum going into next week at Cleveland, you know, being able to go in there and going into Baltimore the week after.
Yeah, that's right. 2 straight road games ahead, 2 straight division games ahead. Kickoff next week at Cleveland is 1 o'clock. We'll hear more from the Bengals about the big win coming up in just a bit in sports. From the newsroom, George Vogel, News 5.
All right, thanks a lot, George. River traffic comes to a halt on the Ohio, all because of a broken lock at the Markland Dam. That damage rounds out the top 5 on this Sunday. The Corps of Engineers calls it a catastrophic failure. The Markland lock, sitting on the Indiana-Kentucky line, unhinged earlier this afternoon. Louisville's CQ Princess was in that lock when one of the doors gave way. In the wake of this type of damage, you'll see barge after barge stack up. The 45 minutes it usually takes to go through that lock may now take more like 3 hours to get through the smaller auxiliary chamber.
If we close down the river, it can affect businesses within 2 weeks as far as the economic impact, and if they can stay open and can they get the products and services that they need up and down the river to keep them in business.
Now, underwater sonar mapping will be used tomorrow, but right now experts believe the broken door is now at the bottom of the Ohio River. A backup lock has been installed to help get things going again on the river. A deadly crash to report in Union Township. The wreck happened on Hopper Hill Road around 7:40 this evening. 1 car was involved. The driver was killed. The victim is from Cincinnati. His identity has not been revealed just yet. A teenager hit by a car in Evanston has now died, and tonight the search is on for the woman who drove away. It happened at the intersection of Dana Avenue and Clarion. 13-year-old Deshaun Ballou was struck and died from his injuries today. A 7-year-old boy was treated at the scene. Now, the woman's car is described as a Honda Accord made sometime between the year 2000 and 2002. Gold in color with Temp Ohio tags on it. Of course, if you have any information on who could have hurt these children, you're asked to call the Cincinnati Police Department. Police are also asking for your help to find a 16-year-old missing from Independence, Kentucky. Brian Spencer never came home from school on Tuesday. He goes to Simon Kenton High School. His family says he recently underwent eye surgery and does not have the medication he needs with him. And I want you to take a look at the end result of a smash and grab over in Roselawn. The brazen crooks drove a car right through the window of Cash America over there on Reading Road. They made off with a red Razor scooter and some money. There could be a dye pack in that cash bag, though. Crooks left behind the car and left on foot. You're asked to call Crime Stoppers at 513-352-3040 if you can help crack this case. Tensions continue to mount between the U.S. and Iran, plus what Ohioans think of casinos. You might be surprised by these latest polls. And a little bit later, the moment Michael Jackson fans have been waiting for has finally arrived.
They lost their son in the 9/11 attacks. They thought they had finally made peace and moved on.
And then the phone call.
The new technology that's both a blessing and a curse for families of 9/11 victims. Monday, watch News 5 at 11.
This is News 5's Jack Atherton inviting you to join me at the Alzheimer's Memory Walk, Saturday, October 3rd at Sawyer Point. It's your chance to join thousands across the tri-state in the fight against this devastating disease. Call this number or visit WLWT.com.
News 5 closed captioning brought to you by your Greater Cincinnati Ford dealers.
At Ray St. Clair Roofing, we've been successful over 55 years because of teamwork and hard work.
And by delivering on what we promised on time with guaranteed customer satisfaction.
Ray St. Clair Roofing.
Top to bottom.
Wall to wall.
Neighbor to neighbor.
When people say, Mike, why Ford? Why now? You know what I do? I introduce them to Fusion, the most fuel-efficient midsize sedan in America. I don't know if you've heard, but this whole fuel efficiency thing, kind of a big deal. Ford has you covered. Because the whole point is to spend less time at the pump and more time on the road. How's that for going green?
Now get 0% financing for 60 months or $1,500 cash back on a 2010 Ford Fusion. Get to your local Ford dealer and drive one. Hurry, offer ends October 5th.
Issue 3 opponents claim that new casino jobs will not go to Ohioans. That's ridiculous. The Ohio Fraternal Order of Police, Ohio UAW, and Ohio AFL-CIO all endorsed Issue 3 because it creates jobs for Ohioans. Now, out-of-state casino interests are using false employment ads to try to fool you. Don't be misled. We endorsed Issue 3 because it creates Ohio jobs for Ohioans. You deserve to know the truth. That's why we'll continue to police the facts.
Servicing your Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep is easy and convenient at South I-75 Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep. Only 10 minutes south of Florence, South 75 welcomes all Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep service and warranty work. And we're expanding to service our customers. Don't get stuck in traffic trying to get your vehicle serviced. Just hop onto I-75 to the Crittenden exit and let us take care of all your service and parts needs. Don't miss out on our VIP service cards offering special discounts on everything from oil changes to major repairs. And they're free to all Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep owners. South I-75 Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep for the guaranteed lowest prices and more.
Hi, this is Bob Castellini wishing Skyline Chili a happy 60th anniversary.
Ford, Chevy, Pontiac, Buick, GMC, find them all at LorimarAutoGroup.com.
For clean, unclogged gutters, Gutter Helmet is the most effective, best-backed system available. It's also the most popular. So call us and go with the flow. Ray St. Clair Roofing. Top to bottom, wall to wall, neighbor to neighbor.
News 5 weather brought to you by Coney Island.
Welcome back, everyone. Iran fired off 2 short-range missiles today and says it's planning to test long-range missiles tomorrow. The regime is ignoring the mounting tensions over its secret nuclear plant and the diplomatic showdown that's looming later this week. Brian Moore has the story from Washington.
Iran's Islamic Revolution. Iran is testing a series of missiles and testing the patience of the Western world, ignoring this past week's tensions over its newly revealed nuclear facility.
It's really a poke in the eye to those who think that diplomatic efforts and agreements and inspections are going to change the way that Iran is going.
U.S. officials want to put Iran's nuclear ambitions on trial later this week at the Six-Nation talks in Geneva.
They have to come to this meeting on October 1st and present convincing evidence as to the purpose of their nuclear program.
The critical players are Russia and China, which have consistently blocked sanctions. Now Russia is signaling it might be willing to get tougher if Iran won't back down.
And their economic problems are difficult enough that I think that severe sanctions would have the potential of bringing them to change their policies.
Former President Bill Clinton says this week's meetings offer a unique opportunity for negotiators.
They can more explicitly lay out things they may not be prepared to say in public yet about what the options are if Iran continues down this path.
For now, Iran is showing no signs of backing down and virtually daring the world to do something about it. The Obama administration wants to push Iran to drop its nuclear ambitions by December and have sanctions ready to roll out if it doesn't. Brian Moore, NBC News, Washington.
More news now. What a scene out in Los Angeles. People waiting in long lines to buy tickets to the Michael Jackson documentary, This Is It. People started chanting Michael as they waited in line. Tickets are now on sale. That film shows the King of Pop rehearsing for the This Is It concert series, originally scheduled to take place in London over the past summer. The movie hits theaters on October 28th and will be shown for 2 weeks only. As you know, Michael Jackson passed away on June 25th at the age of 50. It looks like people are jumping on board the casino bandwagon here in Ohio. A poll commissioned by 8 newspapers shows strong support for casino issues. 59% of the registered voters support issue 3. If it were passed, a proposed casino would be built right here in Cincinnati. The November election is a little more than a month away. Well, no doubt you've heard of an alpaca. Tonight, here's your chance to meet them. Local farms took part in Alpaca Farms Days down in Burlington. Alpaca are small animals that resemble llamas. The alpaca industry is actually booming, with 150,000 alpaca now registered in the country. Today's celebration features hay rides and a coloring contest for all the kids. Let's turn our attention now to weather. We're through the weekend, but you said we're going to have some rocky weather.
Could be a bit of a bumpy ride overnight. This is going to be one of those fall-like cold fronts that really knocks the temperatures down. We like it when the seasons change in the world of weather. We get to break out new words, Curtis, and we're going to debut blustery, I think, for the first time in 2009. You've heard that term before, blustery, kind of windy and cold. Yeah, those winds blowing right out of Canada, and they're really going to crank up tomorrow. We should talk about where the storms are at right now, because they are starting to get pretty close here to Indianapolis, and that means they're just a few hours away from Cincinnati. But that's how you spell blustery, in case you didn't know. But a well-read man like yourself, Curtis, I'm sure you already knew that anyway. But right now in the News 5 viewing area, we're dry. Where are the storms at? Just on the other side of Indy. They are already through Chicago. Look at those red boxes. There were tornado warnings for the Chicago metro area at about 10 o'clock this evening. Those storms pushing into Indianapolis. They're probably about 4 hours away or so here from the Cincinnati area. We're thinking about a 4 a.m. arrival, and there could be enough thunder and lightning to provide that very early Monday morning wake-up call for you. That's not the right way to wake up, and the windows will probably shake and rattle just a little bit. News 5 weather lights at the Radisson. They are tracing in red. If you drive across the Brent Spence Bridge late tonight, early tomorrow morning before sunup, you'll probably see that. That means we expect storms and possibly even some severe weather. Tornado watches eastern Illinois. Severe thunderstorm watches northern Indiana, northwestern Ohio. Nothing right now for the News 5 viewing area other than a wind advisory. That front's going to come through. It may not produce severe thunderstorms for us, but it may at the same time. Regardless, it is going to be windy. And right now, Fayette and Union County, that's Connorsville and Liberty, Indiana, we expect strong winds through the day Monday. We're all going to see gusty winds, but it's going to be even stronger along that I-70 corridor and points northward. Right now, temperatures are around 60. They're not going to fall off a whole lot more. We'll wake up to temperatures in the 50s, maybe a leftover stray shower at the bus stop, but it's going to be windy and cool. Kids will want a jacket or a sweater, no doubt, as they're waiting for the bus. Other than this latest weather system, though, boy, look how quiet skies are across the western half of the country. We just have to get through this one cold front here overnight, and then we will really see a quiet week ahead with basically zero rain chances until about next weekend or so. That cold front right now through Chicago Chicago, right on top of northwestern Indiana, probably going to be pushing through the tri-state at about 4 a.m. And you can see we are in the severe weather outlook. Damaging wind gusts, the main severe weather threat. Not really too concerned about tornadoes for us or really even some hail. Our computer model is Futurecast 5, and this will just back up the point that I was telling you. 3:30, 4 o'clock, those storms will be in the metro by drive time tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. That rain will probably be off to our east. Monday does look dry, but there'll be clouds and a whole lot of wind to go around. 56 tonight. Severe weather threat, damaging wind gusts, the main concern. Tomorrow only 68. Going to be a breezy day. West winds 20 to 40 miles per hour. More of the same on Tuesday. A dry day, more clouds and sun, just very windy. By Wednesday, the winds calm down. Thursday should be a real nice day. Temperatures rebound a little bit by the end of the week, but only up to about 70. And Friday and Saturday, yes, there will be more late week rain chances. Curtis and George.
All right, thanks a lot, Eric. Well, I've gotten calls from all over the country, and the message is just who day.
Really? You're getting that too.
Oh,
I'm getting that too, but I'm accepting them a little better than maybe you are. The Bengals down 20-9 in the fourth quarter today, and then Andre Caldwell becomes Andre the Giant. We'll hear from him. We'll hear from Carson, Big Bobby, a bunch of them. The Bengals, their win over the Steelers, next in sports.
WLWT has a brand new way to get you great local deals. Log on to WLWT.com and click on Half Off Cincy to get discounted gift certificates to some of the Tri-State's hottest locations. Supplies are limited each week, so log on today.
Friday's featured half-off Cincy partners are Laser Adventure and Cadillac Ranch. Go to WLWT.com Friday morning at 8 a.m. and click on Half-Off Cincy to get your half-off gift certificate. Supplies are limited, so don't miss your chance for these offers.
Hi, I'm Rob Marsh with Dry Ridge Toyota. We've just learned that Dry Ridge Toyota is Northern Kentucky's fastest growing auto dealer. We know it's because of our low prices and award-winning service. Right now, we'll give you a $200 Rempke Markets gift card with the purchase of any vehicle on our lot, new or used. And while you're here, say hello to Jack Rosen, our new general manager. Low prices, great service, and a $200 Rempke Markets gift card exclusively from Dry Ridge Toyota, where the people who build them, buy them.
Oh my God. So anyways, I've seen her dress.
What? Went into
For weekend.
Yep. Nobody on earth wants to sit at a table with those two.
Be ready and dig into Bob Evans' new deep dish pastas, not your wallet. For a limited time, try our $5.99 savor-sized chicken and broccoli Alfredo with fresh garden salad and Parmesan-crusted garlic bread. A complete meal, an unbeatable price. Now that's smart. New deep dish pastas starting at $5.99, saving you enough to try them all. Only at Bob Evans, the home of homestyle. Need to bring dinner home? Try our family-sized spaghetti meal to go.
Chevy Silverado. More confidence than Ford F-150. Better backed than F-150. At a value F-150 can't touch. Silverado, from the family of the most dependable, longest-lasting, full-size pickups on the road. Just announced, it's Chevy Truck Month. Get $4,000 total cash back on select 09 Silverado models, or choose 0% APR plus $500 purchase bonus cash on any Silverado.
Do your feet hurt? Many people have tried off-the-shelf orthotics and expensive comfort shoes for foot and back pain with no permanent relief. If that's you, discover the Good Feet difference. A personal consultation, a personal fitting of the Good Feet 3-part pain relief system, and as your feet adapt to the personally fit orthotics, the Good Feet store will follow through to ensure maximum results. With same-day fitting, why wait?
Visit Good Feet in Florence or our new location in Cincinnati. Call 513-742-0500.
We're here to make your morning.
News 5 today, before the Today Show.
The forecast every 5 minutes so you can plan your day.
Traffic that keeps you on time, every time.
The top 5 gives you a lot of news and a little time. Perfect for your busy morning.
Live with news that's new overnight.
Straight to the point with a smile.
Here's what's coming up Monday before the Today Show.
Thanks, Meredith. New home buyers, how to make sure you get that $8,000 tax credit before it's gone.
Plus Facebook for baby boomers, why older adults are logging on.
News 5 Sports, brought to you by Hyundai.
At halftime of this thing, the bandwagon was just about empty. A few were jumping back on in the third quarter. And after 2 fourth-quarter drives, the Bengals bandwagon was full again. The Bengals needed to protect the home turf. They had suffered 8 straight losses to the Steelers in Paul Brown Stadium. But the first half belonged to Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger kept the play alive like he always does, throws to Willie Parker to the end zone. The Steelers had a 13-0 lead in this game. The Bengals couldn't get anything going. Casey Hampton breaking through, sacks Carson Palmer. It was a brutal first half of the offense. Carson certainly knew it, and so did the fans. Early in the third quarter, it started to turn. Jonathan Joseph with the interception. He goes 30 yards to the end zone. The Bengals are back in the game. In the fourth quarter, Carson at the line, calls an audible, switches to this running play. Cedric Benson takes the handoff and takes off. 23 yards to the end zone, but the Bengals still trailing 20-15. The Bengals defense finally gets the clamps on Big Ben. Gathers and Sims with the sack, and the Steelers are forced to punt it back over to the Bengals. Carson marching the Bengals down the field. They convert 2 fourth downs on the drive. 18 seconds to go. The fans are praying. The prayers are answered. Carson to Andre Caldwell in the end zone. Touchdown. That's the game winner. An exciting finish. Andy Pierce was working the locker room and has more from PBS.
George, the Bengals looked down and out through the first half, but thanks to a monster fourth quarter comeback, they left here celebrating a huge win.
That big. That big.
To start off your home division with a win against the defending champs is huge.
We came into this game knowing that we were going to win. We knew that things were going to happen, but overall we knew that we was going to pull this out, and we refused to believe anything else.
We got too much confidence in each other. We feel if there's a chance, we're gonna pull it off. We ain't gonna never quit. We're gonna fight the whole game, and if you keep fighting, things like this happen.
Most of the guys got to understand that it's going to come down to the final ticks. You know, sometimes, especially in games like this. And, you know, that's what you sign up for, that's what you play for, that's what you train for. And, you know, how wonderful of a feeling is when it comes down to those final moments, you're on the winning side.
I just want to take time off to let this soak in, you know, enjoy this moment because it's been a real long time.
With the win, the Bengals improved to 2-1 on the season, and most importantly, 1-0 in the division. Again, the final from Paul Brown Stadium, Bengals 23, Steelers 20. From Paul Brown Stadium, I'm Andy Pierce, News 5 Sports.
The last word on the Bengals coming right up on Sports Rock. Andre Caldwell will be here in studio. Former Bengal Artrell Hawkins is in, so is the Wildman. Sports Rock right after the news. Next week, it's another division game. The Bengals are at Cleveland, and the Browns are having some issues. Browns head coach Eric Mangini dealing with a lot of problems. Today, dealing with Baltimore, opening drive. The Browns moving until Brady Quinn is picked off. Dominic Foxworth has it. Pitches it to Ray Lewis. The Ravens in business. Willis McGahee with 2 touchdowns in the game. And the Ravens just run away from the Browns in this one, 34-3. The Ravens 3-0, the Browns 0-3. UC is up to 10th in the latest Associated Press poll. That is the highest the Bearcats have ever been ranked in football. They're 11th in the coaches poll. That kind of national attention is nice.
Till coach comes in and be like, hey, how's it feel to be ranked? Take this week. He was like, how does it feel to be ranked 14th? And then Coach Combs was like, think about how good it'll feel when you're ranked 1. But you can't get to 1 with just one big jump.
No, but while UC jumps up to 10th and 11th, Ohio State bumped up as well. The Buckeyes are now 9th in both polls. Reds and Astros in Houston. Johnny Cueto on the mound for the Reds. He gets taken deep. Humberto Quintero's solo shot. The Reds fall 3-2. That snaps the 6-game winning streak. And that was the final road game of the season. Jimmy Johnson wins in Sprint Cup, and Phil Mickelson wins the Tour Championship. Tiger gets the FedEx Cup. And we're going to the Sports Rock Lounge later, and I hope you're not too busy.
No,
because
I'll stick around.
You've often volunteered to serve tables at the Sports Rock Lounge, and I have a feeling maybe we can get you to do that tonight. Does that sound interesting?
Who dey? We'll be back in a moment.
Join Ken and George live from a different school each week with a preview of all the big games. It's the biggest pregame party in the Tri-State. High School Playbook Tailgate, Friday at 5, sponsored by Antonelli College and Cincinnati Bell.
Truck buyers, you deserve more. You deserve 100 years of engineering excellence combined with the savings that only Carey GMC and Tri-County can bring to you. That's a winning combination. Check this out. New 09 GMC Envoy, $6,500 off MSRP. No exceptions. Plus, we stand behind our customers with GM's fully backed 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Truck buyers, you deserve more, and you get it at Carey GMC in Tri-County. Call 89KERRY or visit CareyBPG.com.
Any questions?
What kind of service plan does this come with?
Unlimited.
Can I keep my same phone number?
Absolutely.
How do I change the ringtone?
Just hook it up to your computer.
Does it have a camera? What's the warranty? Does it come in silver? Can I put my party shuffle on this? Does it have a 3.5 millimeter headset jack? You sell a lot of these?
It's the one I carry.
You ever get those phantom vibrations in your pocket?
Any questions?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Ask questions. For the 10 questions everyone should know, go to ahrq.gov.
I'm Sheila Bays. Just how large is your single earring collection? As one of Harper's Bazaar's top 100 jewelers in America, you can trust us to buy your old gold and silver. Join us this weekend for the grand opening of our 2 new gold buying kiosks in Cincinnati. Bring us your gold, we'll appraise it, give you a price, and cut you a check on the spot. It's just that easy. We're buying gold this weekend at the Kenwood Town Center in front of the Apple Store and Eastgate Mall Center Court.
Introducing Arby's new $5.01 combos. 5 delicious full-size sandwiches with curly fries and a drink, all for only $5.01. But why the extra penny? It's for our world-famous roast beef, slow oven roasted to perfection every day and freshly sliced to order. It's for our signature French dip and Swiss with hot, savory au jus. And it's for the unique taste that only Arby's can deliver with our new classic roast beef patty melt. So say hello to Arby's new $5.01 combos. Worth every penny and here to stay.
Here's Bob Ring for Kings Ford.
If you've ever had a hankering to own a new Mustang, the time is now. During Kings Ford's Mustang Roundup event. Special discounts, financing, and factory rebates make this the time to ride away in your new Mustang. At Kings Ford, we're well known for our great selection, outstanding customer satisfaction, and the guaranteed lowest prices. And as always, you have my promise to stand behind every sale. The Mustang Roundup event, only at Kings Ford, where you'll find the future of Ford and the guaranteed lowest prices today.
From scores and highlights to bands and fans, Ken and George give you the most complete look at high school football. High School Playbook, Friday at 11. Sponsored by McDonald's, Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Antonelli College, and Cincinnati Bell.
Those storms we're expecting are just on the other side of Indy right now. It's probably going to be 3 or 4 a.m. for us here in the tri-state, and by the time we wake up tomorrow morning, they will be through, but we could have some damaging wind gusts when all that goes down. I'll be in all night, and we will have the very latest if it gets bad.
All right. Thanks a lot, Eric. Well, that is all the time we have for you now. Of course, coming up next, Sports Rock. Our next full report tomorrow morning at 4, well, actually, this morning at 4:56. You can get news anytime when it breaks on the web, WLWT.com. For now, have a good night and a better day today or tomorrow.
Both.
They'll all be good.
Eric, you may still be.
For clean, unclogged gutters, Gutter Helmet is the most effective, best-backed system available. It's also the most popular. So call us and go with the flow. Ray St. Clair Roofing. Top to bottom, wall to wall, neighbor to neighbor.
South I-75 Chrysler Dodge and Jeep is Northern Kentucky's authorized Chrysler Dodge Jeep dealer. But we also have over 200 used vehicles available at unbelievable prices. Like this 2009 Journey SXT, originally $26,675, South 75 price $16,988. An 06 Mustang GT convertible, originally $32,860, South 75 price $19,988. Or a 2008 Ram 1500 Mega Cab, South 75 price is just $28,900. South I-75 Chrysler Dodge and Jeep for the guaranteed lowest prices and more.
All aboard for a road trip.
Every year, thousands of Ohioans take $1 billion out of state. Their destination, out-of-state casinos. That money helps neighboring states, not Ohio. By taking charge, we can keep that $1 billion in Ohio, create 34,000 jobs, and casino construction will begin immediately, providing an instant jumpstart to the economy, generating nearly $400 million in Cincinnati and Southwest Ohio. Take charge. Vote yes on issue 3.
So, it's a typical morning when suddenly you see built Ford tough trucks. The ground starts rumbling like it just struck oil, and you know what? You did hit pay dirt because it's Ford Truck Month. And leading this herd is the Ford F-150. It's not just a truck, it's an F-150. And with great power comes great fuel economy. No wonder it was named 2009 Motor Trend Truck of the Year.
Get up to $5,500 cash back or 0% financing for 60 months plus $1,000 cash back. And Ford Credit is on board to help with the financing. It's Truck Month, only at your local Ford dealer.
Our entry doors and replacement windows add security, energy efficiency, and beauty to your home. And durability. Did we mention durability? Ray St. Clair Roofing. Top to bottom, wall to wall, neighbor to neighbor.
What do you figure that drive from here to Pittsburgh is? 5-6 hours?
Well, that makes it a double loss for the Steelers then, right?
It does?
Yeah. I mean, it's going to seem like 12 hours.
Really?
Because they lost and they had to go back to Pittsburgh.
Ooh, that's not good.
That's not
good.
I like Pittsburgh.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. I like
trying to make up for those people now. You just said something there. They probably hate you now. Welcome in.
Icy light.
All you Bengal fans, black and gold, enjoy the ride home. Yes, sir. Welcome to another rousing edition of Sports Rock, and back with us again this week, former Bengals cornerback. He used to wear number 27. He is one of the nicest voices of any former Bengal. Artrell Hall. Give me that voice, Artrell. Come on now.
Thanks, bro. How you doing?
Yeah. And the new radio show on 1530.
Headlines with that.
Yeah, that's right. And what would a Sunday night be without Wildman Walker?
I'm back 2 weeks in a row.
You know what a Sunday night would be?
I am the designated hitter for this program tonight.
Do you know what a Sunday without Wild would be? It would be pleasant.
Okay.
But that's an entirely different.
Nice.
I'm kidding. You know we love you from WEBN. The living legend.
In my own mind.
I've never heard you be humble like that before. That's great.
You washed the shirt first tonight.
This is a new shirt.
This
is the shirt they gave us for the fireworks. You didn't get one, did you?
No, I didn't.
I made sure you did.
And you haven't eaten in it yet either because there's no
Yes, I have.
Let's rock and roll. It was a tale of two halves with a big comeback for your Cincinnati Bengals. Jonathan Joseph turns the first Bengals interception of the year into a pick six. Big plays on that final drive, and we'll have some bites of the night with Andre Caldwell. But first, a tale of two halves. In the first half, dominated by the Steelers, the highlight of that, Willie Parker catching a rare touchdown pass for him. Rare touchdown pass. That opened up the game for the Steelers. Parker rushed for 72 yards in the first half, but only 21 in those final two quarters. Wildman, what adjustment? In your infinite knowledge of football, what adjustment did the Bengals make defensively to stop the Steelers, particularly Willie Parker in the second?
Well, it was obvious they made a lot of adjustments in the second half. We always hear the Bengals can't make adjustments at halftime.
Well, what did they do?
Well, they shut him down. I mean, I don't know all that. They shut him down.
You know what? What were you going to say?
They shut him down.
Shut him down.
They shut him down, and that's good enough.
Is there anyone at this table at halftime thought the Bengals would win this game? Artrell?
Oh, I did.
You did?
Oh, yeah, I picked them to win.
Well, they're lucky it was
Check my blog.
No, I mean at halftime.
Yeah, I still thought they were
down 13.
What did they do? What did they do at halftime?
They concentrated on a run. Willie Parker coming into the game, he was only rushing for, I think, 2.4 yards a carry. You have to, I mean, when they had the blog this week, and I read it, they said, they're trying to be like New England. They're going to spread it out. No, not against Cincinnati. They're going to run the ball, and they did that effectively in the first half. They went into halftime. You have to start Willie Parker because if you don't, now it opens up the play-action pass, so on and so forth. He was big today. Running the ball and catching the ball in the backfield.
Where was Mendenhall?
That's what I thought. I thought for sure Mendenhall was going to be in there sometime today because he looked pretty good against the Bears. He was nowhere to be found.
That's because Willie was running so good.
You sound like a bitter fantasy owner.
No, I don't have Mendenhall.
Okay, but no,
I got Cedric Benson.
But thank you very much. That was very nice. Item 2, the Bengals' first interception of the year, turns into a pick six early in the second half. There he is, Jonathan Joseph, covering Santonio Holmes, a 30-yard return.
Get a good shot on Big Ben.
He did get a shot on Ben. A Bengals touchdown. It got the Bengals within 4. Here's a replay. Artrell, did he jump the route? Did he read something?
This is how you can tell this man is actually watching tape. He studied, and this is just a miscommunication by the wide receiver and Ben Roethlisberger. Jonathan Joseph keeps his eyes on the ball, plays it well. Touchdown, pick six.
And there's the block by Williams. And I'll tell you what, he did put a shot on him, but Big Ben, my goodness,
so the guy ran the wrong route, or he didn't?
It should have been a side adjust, and it looks like Santonio Holmes didn't get the adjustment. But what Jonathan Joseph did, like I said, key Ben Roethlisberger and make him pay for a mistake. Well, that's what you have to do defensively.
That's two things where the wide receivers of Pittsburgh messed up in this game because Swede dropped a short touchdown pass.
That's what he's known for. That's what he does, though.
Well, he is now.
Dropped it. I bet they did. I bet they're really talking bad about him.
They don't call him Sweet Hand Sweet.
Wow.
Not the good sweet. Not the good sweet.
He catches that, it's a completely different game.
But all that aside, we alluded to this in the first topic, the Bengals defense making those adjustments, and they did this last week as well. As the game went on, they got better.
George and I also had 2 big red zone stops down there that kept the Pittsburgh out of the end zone. 2 big red zone stops.
I mean, you never got the feeling that they were going to win this game until that last quarter, that last drive.
Yep.
And you score points defensively, you can win football games.
Well, with the way it went with Denver here a couple of weeks ago, you got to stay there and make sure that they got it won.
You got that right.
Item 3, he didn't run for 100, but Cedric Benson averaged 5 yards every time he touched the ball today. This is touchdown run. And I'm going to show you the replay here, Wildman, because I know you like replays. Now, you hated on Cedric Benson long enough. Will you now admit that Cedric Benson is the second coming of James Brooks?
No, he's not the second coming of
Yes,
James
he is.
Brooks.
Come on now. You hated on the guy long enough.
No, but I love Cedric Benson. I think that was a great pickup by the Bengals. And I'm told by my sources that Carson Palmer audibled on that play.
Yes.
He audibled on that play. So he saw something.
Is that Phil Simms told you that?
No.
He did
George
see
Vogel.
but
he audibled on that play.
You saw the linebackers come up like a blitz, and then I thought, okay, he's, and he did this a couple times in that drive where he checked out of a play, went to a running play, and it worked the first time, obviously worked the second
That whole
time.
5 minutes and 14 seconds was just textbook football that the Bengals pulled off there.
Well, it's good to see Carson come back and put together
they did everything
a drive
right.
again.
I mean, they did everything.
The first week, they had to score a touchdown. They had to drive the length of the field, score a touchdown. They did that. This week, you saw Carson with 5 minutes left in the game. They managed the clock marvelously in that last drive. But Carson Palmer, if you want to win games, you have to have a quarterback that you're confident in. This guy, if he gets the ball in his hands, you're seeing right now the maturity and the confidence come back. Carson Palmer's back.
Let's give some kudos to the offensive line, because in that drive, he didn't get touched back there.
Boy,
they did a great job.
They were bringing some holes up for the runs here.
When he spiked that ball.
I know. Everybody's felt it. But hey,
they had 2 timeouts.
I know.
That's confidence. That's confidence. You see Marvin Lewis on the sideline. He's smiling. It was 4th and 10, I think.
We have two football teams, 2 winning teams in this town.
I could smile after the 4th and 10 when. Okay, we're going to talk about that now. Item 4, the final drive. This play enormous. 4th and 10. Carson finding Brian Leonard, and look at him struggle to keep those knees off the ground. Then after a spike to stop the clock, why? Palmer to Andre Caldwell. That's why. Touchdown. Artrell, let's talk about the touchdown pass. Perfect throw from Palmer, and Caldwell found a nice spot to sit in.
Andre Caldwell's done a great job just all year. I mean, he's been pretty good in that slot. I think he needs the ball a little bit more. I think he could be a big boost for this offensive team. And Carson, give him credit. He went to Chad a couple of times. That's his go-to guy. But he spread the ball around. It wasn't just one guy he was looking for. We've seen Lavernius Coles. We've seen Brian Leonard. And the touchdown right there, Andre Caldwell. This team, I'm impressed.
For a defensive back, though, when you've got it 1st and goal on the 4, 2nd and goal on the 4, whatever it was, I mean, that's a difficult thing when you've got 4 wide like that, because you can't cover. I mean, it's got to be one of the worst situations for a DB.
It's out on the field, I think.
It's difficult, and this is why it's difficult, because there's no room for error.
That's right.
There's no room for error, and if the offensive line can give time to the quarterback, which they did consistently, especially in that last drive, you're going to be able to make. Carson got outside, extended the play, and made good plays.
Well, we figure they're going to probably, and we'll talk more about this later, beat the Browns next week. But, I mean, is this a team you
the
guys
4 of us could find 7 people and beat the Browns right now.
You think the Bengals can make the playoffs?
Do I think they can make the playoffs? I think they can.
Absolutely.
But I don't think that's what you focus on right now. But
we went to the moon.
We did go to the moon.
Playoffs. But it's going to take, 11? I think 11 wins.
Well, it is, because look at the teams now that are 3-0.
But, let's enjoy this victory and then go up and smack the Browns around.
2 things you have to do to win the playoffs, or to get in the playoffs. Win divisional games, win on the road. They've done 2 of the 3 that you need.
That is true.
Straight ahead on this edition of Sports Rock, it's Bites of the Night. We go into the Bengals locker room, not to be bitten, not to say to anyone, bite us. No, it's our Bites of the Night.
Were you at the game today?
It's straight ahead.
You weren't at the game
when the
today.
Rock rolls
you
on at just a moment.
He did the halftime show.
I was there. You just didn't see me.
Men of Moeller succeed in academics and in life. You'll be guided by the Marianist philosophy, have a tablet PC, and be part of the house system. See it all at Moeller's Open House, November 1st from 2 to 5 p.m. Be there.
The Real Deal Ford Truck Sales Event is here, truck buyers, at Mike Castrucci Ford Lincoln Mercury of Alexandria. Hi, I'm Mike Castrucci. Selection and savings highlight this incredible sales event. 200 F-Series trucks are available with deals just like this.
Get a 2009 F-150 regular cab as low as $16,995.
See our entire F-Series inventory and price shop today at RealDealTruckEvent.com, and then get to Mike Hestercy Ford Lincoln Mercury of Alexandria.
Imagine life without the ability to hear or express yourself. For Scott Van Ice and many others in our community, United Way programs don't just offer help, they offer hope. Help for today, hope for tomorrow. Give to the United Way. Live united.
Win big with new King deals at Burger King. A different deal each day of the week on favorites like the original chicken sandwich, BK Big Fish, or Whopper. At just 2 for $3 every day, you'll win every time.
Find someone special in 6 months. Guaranteed. Visit Match.com, where 20,000 new people join every day.
Men of Moeller attend the nation's best universities. Notre Dame, Duke, Harvard, Vanderbilt. Name a school, pick a career. Moeller will jumpstart your journey. Find out at Moeller's Open House November 1st from 2 to 5 p.m. Be there.
Welcome back to Sports Rock. Our Trell is here. Wildman is here. George is not here, and there's a very
What'd
good
you do,
reason.
chase him off?
No, there's a very good reason why, because he is over in the Sports Rock Lounge right now with the Bengals man of the moment. It's a special moment for us in a segment we like to call Bites of the Night.
All right, we do have the man of the evening. He caught the winning touchdown just a little earlier this evening. Andre Caldwell, congratulations on the win. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
And what happened on the last play, the touchdown play you caught? What was the call, and did you know you were getting the ball?
I had a good feeling I was going to get the ball. I was supposed to attack the middle linebacker and go on top of him, but he ended up dropping deep. So I just did like old school backyard football, and I just hooked up right in front of him.
Yeah, you just settled in that hole there.
That's not even my route.
So you were going to go behind him.
And Carson seen it, put the ball on me for a touchdown.
That's got to feel good when you pull off a play like that when it's not even the way it was officially drawn up. You both adjusted.
Yeah.
How was the huddle on the last 2 drives? Because it looked to me like Carson called a lot of audibles. It looked like he switched into a couple of running plays. In fact, one of them that Cedric Benson scored on. Was there a lot of that going on?
Yeah, it was just confidence in the huddle. You could just see it in the guy's eyes. Carson was reading the defense, and he was making audibles, adjusting the plays. And we just knew we was going to score a touchdown. Even before our last touchdown, Carson said after this touchdown, we're going to go for 2, way before we even scored a touchdown. We practice it every day in practice, and it paid off today.
People watching the first half, myself included, said, what is going on here? This is not the team I saw in Green Bay. I mean, there were a lot of mistakes all in the first half of Green Bay, but I don't know what was going on offensively. What happened in the first half, do you think, and what did you change in the second half?
The Steelers defense just did a good job of getting pressure, making us throw a lot of hot routes, and we just went in our groove, but we just went into halftime, settled down. We knew what we had to do. We made some adjustments, and we just executed our plan and let our playmakers make plays.
When you guys went in at halftime, I'm thinking to myself, man, they're going to get it. Did you guys get it from the coaches or not?
No, we didn't really get it. You know, game day is a day to play. You know, that's what you go through a week of practice for. They'll get on us then, but you just let the playmakers play, and we went and played. We adjusted, and the outcome was a W.
Well, you were quite a playmaker off the bat, too, opening kickoff. Tell me about that kick return, and I was glad the kicker didn't tackle you.
Oh, no, you can't never let the kicker tackle you. They're going to make fun of you in the locker room. But 10 guys just did a great job blocking. The hole was wide open. I just did the easy part and ran through it.
Yeah, and the kick, you made a nice move on the kicker. Did you know that guy was coming up behind you, though? I mean, you were kind of darned if you did and darned if you didn't.
Yeah, it was one or the other. I'd rather take the other guy made a tackle on me for the Steelers.
What's it like returning kicks in the NFL? I mean, that's like kamikaze duty, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tough. You know, those guys run down there 100 miles per hour trying to take your head off. But I feel confident in the 10 guys I got blocking for me, so they make it a lot easier for me.
I know you guys were starving to beat the Steelers. Did you have the sense that the whole city was starving to get a win over the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Yeah, you could just feel it in the air throughout the whole week. Everybody commenting, please beat the Steelers for me. This will be the biggest gift for me you could do for me. So you could just feel it in the air, and the atmosphere was great out there tonight. And fans did a great job cheering for us.
And you talked about the confidence in those last two drives. And you guys did this against Denver, put together a late drive to take the lead. We know how that ended up after that. But still, the pressure was on the offense to get it done. Is that building for you guys, and is that building for you as a young player?
Yeah, that's a big confidence boost. To go down there and crush situations, go down there and put points on the board, that's big for our momentum. That's what we live for, football players, a big situation like that, to go down there and make plays. I love it. I love the added pressure, and we made it happen today.
And you're a part of the offense now. I mean, you had 6 catches week 1, 6 catches today, 2 catches last week. You got to be feeling pretty good about that. It's like you're the new TJ.
Yeah, that's what everybody tells me. I'm looking like TJ, catching a lot of passes. And like I watched him a lot last year, and I studied his game, and I'm just trying to put that in my game, and it's working so far.
Andre, we're sitting here in the Sports Rock Lounge, and I think we need a little service, don't you? I mean, things we need some. Where's the waiter here? We have a guy from Pittsburgh who happens to be an anchor on our newscast. Curtis Fuller, the guest waiter tonight.
Enjoy your meal. I hope that sounds sincere, but enjoy your meal.
Curtis, I don't know where you got that vest. Nothing for me. That's from Maggiano's. If you like Italian, it's a great Italian place in Kenwood. You know where Kenwood is?
Yeah.
Down there, all that? All right. Gift certificate to Maggiano's. We're glad they could supply that. We're glad you came in.
I appreciate it.
Congratulations. Andre Caldwell had the winning touchdown today. Back to you guys on the set.
Yeah. Curtis looks just absolutely terrific in orange. I just want to point that out. Straight ahead on this edition of Sports Rock, there's a top 10 team in the tri-state.
I wonder who that could be.
The latest college football rankings are out, and UC is in. We're going to talk about Bearcats football next when the Rock rolls on. Artrell, you ever been to UC?
Join Ken and George live from a different school each week with a preview of all the big games. It's the biggest pregame party in the tri-state. High School Playbook Tailgate, Friday at 5, sponsored by Antonelli College and Cincinnati Bell.
South I-75 Chrysler Dodge and Jeep is Northern Kentucky's authorized Chrysler Dodge Jeep dealer. But we also have over 200 used vehicles available at unbelievable prices. Like this 2009 Journey SXT, originally $26,675, South 75 price $16,988. An 06 Mustang GT convertible, originally $32,860, South 75 price $19,988. Or a 2008 Ram 1500 Mega Cab, South 75 price is just $28,900. South I-75 Chrysler Dodge and Jeep for the guaranteed lowest prices and more.
Introducing Arby's new $5.01 combos. 5 delicious full-size sandwiches with curly fries and a drink, all for only $5.01. But why the extra penny? It's for our world-famous roast beef, slow oven roasted to perfection every day and freshly sliced to order. It's for our signature French dip and Swiss with hot, savory au jus. And it's for the unique taste that only Arby's can deliver with our new classic roast beef patty melt. So say hello to Arby's new $5.01 combos. Worth every penny, and here to stay.
If you are a pro athlete or a weekend warrior in the tri-state, good medical care is just one call away. Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine reaches out to athletes of all ages with their first-class and comprehensive orthopedic centers dedicated to you, the patient. Are you juggling a demanding schedule? Beacon has evening and weekend hours available every Monday and Saturday at the Western Hills and Sharonville locations. Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, where we believe patients come first.
From scores and highlights to bands and fans, Ken and George give you the most complete look at high school football. High School Playbook, Friday at 11. Sponsored by McDonald's, Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Antonelli College, and Cincinnati Bell.
Welcome back to Sports Rock. We've made this 20 minutes into the show without Artrell or Wildman crowing about the UC Bearcats.
Yes.
How about that?
I think it's time.
Gotta love it.
Yes.
I thought you'd never bring up my alma mater.
No, I'm in the tank for
I know,
you know that?
I know you are. All right.
I wish I could show some highlights of
What
Ohio
are they, 4-0
U, but
now?
You know what?
That's right.